大家好，我的名字是释愿意，我在 Georgia Strait 报社工作。Hi, my name is Michelle De Silva, and I'm a food and lifestyle writer at the Georgia Strait newspaper. There's a lot of fun foodie events going on in Vancouver this summer, and in this week's Georgia Strait newspaper, we cover a few of those events, which are perfect for those who love eating while enjoying the wonderful weather that we've been having outdoors. The first event I'd like to tell you about is Food Cart Fest, and one of our writers, Gail Johnson, writes quite an extensive article about it. So Food Cart Fest is a weekly, food festival featuring many of Vancouver's top food trucks. It happens now at 215 West 1st, which is that empty lot between the Cambie Street Bridge and the Olympic Village. It happens every Sunday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., and it's going on until September 22nd. So Food Cart Fest is organized by a group called Arrival Agency, which organized the same food festival outside the Waldorf Hotel last summer. They've moved to this larger location mainly so that they can accommodate more food trucks. And every week you'll find a minimum of 20 food trucks there with a lot of different options for every person. So a few of the food trucks that I'd like to highlight today are Yolk's Breakfast. I personally actually had a chance to try out their food truck at one of the farmers markets outside Nat Bailey Stadium this winter. And they do amazing poached egg sandwiches with a lot of different house-made toppings. There's, a house-made chili ketchup and sort of a truffle hollandaise sauce. It's quite amazing, really. They also do a great chicken and waffles that I know is very popular. Another really popular food truck that's been running for at least a year now is Pig on the Street. And this is run by a great British husband and wife couple. And they celebrate everything pork, really. So they do amazing pork sandwiches. They also do this fantastic bacon bourbon brownie, which is definitely a sweet treat fans of bacon would want to try out. Other trucks that are regularly at the Food Cart Fest include Taco Fino and Fistro the Rolling Bistro. Both of these food trucks are very popular for their fish tacos. There's also Chili Tank, which is a really cool concept. They serve chili out of a converted army tank. And there's also Johnny's Pop, which is a new popsicle stand, and they do really funky flavors. You'll be able to try things like raspberry basil popsicle. So along with the 20 or so food trucks that show up each week, there's also quite a lot of vendors. I read that Zulu Records was there this past weekend, and there are also DJs spinning live music every week. There's an admission fee to the Food Cart Festival, so it's $2 per adult with a maximum $5 charge for families. Kids 13 and under can go for free. So you should head on down there Sundays. It's a great family-friendly event and a great chance to try out a lot of the top food trucks in Vancouver. Also in this week's Georgia Strait, in our cooking column this week, is Chef Connor Gabbett, who's the product development chef at Local Public Eatery. We wanted to feature Local Public Eatery because they've got possibly one of the most popular patios in Vancouver. They're located right on Cornwall, right across from Kitsilano Beach. So you can imagine on a sunny day, there's always tons of people coming off the beach and grabbing a bite or a pint to drink at Local. And I know it's also very popular with Kitsilano residences. So Chef Connor Gabbett, he was raised on the North Shore, and he's worked at the Global Collection of Restaurants as well as West Restaurant in Vancouver. He also spent some time at Souk Harbor House on Vancouver Island. But he's been with Local Public Eatery since 2011, and he's part of the reason behind their SoCal, Southern California inspired menu. So you can expect to see things like Baja fish tacos paired with delicious white wines, or they've got a rotating craft beer list as well. But for our cooking column this week, Connor shared his recipe for a BC summer salad with pesto ahi tuna. So it's a delicious big summer salad filled with great seasonal produce like corn and peas and tomatoes and beets and stuff like that. And then on the side, he does a seared ahi tuna. And in our video online, he actually demonstrates how to make his pesto sauce from scratch. So if you'd like to try out that recipe, you can find it in this week's Georgia Straight newspaper. And online, we've also got a ton of step-by-step photos, as well as that video of him making the pesto sauce. The final event that I'd like to share with you all is called Women in Whiskey. And this is a relatively new monthly event that takes place at Portside Pub in Gastown. And I attended the last event that they had in July. And I found it to be a really fun but also educational event for cater to women. So it's run by Portside's beer and whiskey expert. Her name is Aja Tyler, and she takes the group through a sampling of four craft beers. This time we tried beers out of the Pacific Northwest region. So we sampled beers like Omission Pale Ale, which is actually a gluten-free beer from Portland, as well as Parallel 49th Gypsy Tears, which is a ruby red ale that's actually brewed here in Vancouver. And after sampling those four beers, we then were able to sample three whiskeys as well. So this is a great event for women who want to learn a little bit more about how to taste beer and whiskey, as well as a chance to sample some things that you might otherwise not be able to try. So Women in Whiskey takes place on the third Wednesday of each month, and the next event, I'm told, happens on August 21st. The admission price is $30, but that includes all of your beer and whiskey tastings, as well as a snack. And there's also two bands that perform at the end, sort of later on into the evening. If you just want to show up for the bands, I'm told that that's $7. And part of the proceeds of that evening go towards the Vancouver Women's Health Collective. So it's a great chance to sort of sample a bunch of whiskeys and beers for yourself and sort of enjoy that company, but also a chance to donate to a great local organization. If you want to find out more about that event, you can check out the write-up online at straight.com in our food section. And of course, always check out straight.com for all the summer food events happening this summer.
感谢收看今天的大温故事，我们下期再见。